bought Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run to the left. Inside the 45. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Handoff, Caden Durham. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. first red zone opportunity. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a run.
Be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll operate out a split back. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Great. By the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Secures it at the 30. working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grab behind the line. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. It's Levin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Durham.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Levin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard in 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. He breaks the tackle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. There's a crease. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
From the red zone, it's Durham. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes. ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Right? He'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside. It's Lacey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he could not get loose on the run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give to Caden Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. Got a little grass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run inside. It's Hall. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. You get down in the red zone, and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And obviously that's a little bit demoralizing for the offense, having the ball down there close to the goal line on 3rd down. You'd love to be able to just trust your offensive line to get the push you need to score a touchdown, but you don't get it. You don't necessarily have to go for it here, but it doesn't help your confidence moving forward in this game running the ball.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man, it's Haas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Lacey. And they get him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker getting really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Rebels are rolling down the field.
Hey, kill it, kill it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Levin. The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wants to throw. It's Levin. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Lewis to throw. Got his man on the right. There's some room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Going to the run, it's Berry. Got enough space. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick six. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. There he goes. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The offense changing the play. They'll go back to the air on second down. And here's the third interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football back, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.